back to Jesters of Ravenloft, where a group of comedians try to escape the horrors of the mists. Having been swallowed whole by a giant owl, Dell managed to stab and burn her way out of the bird, only to catch the attention of a dinosaur-like creature. Luckily, Rumpleforeskin found her, and they galloped away to relative safety. The rest of the troupe entered Corn Town. Tyler set out to gather information to help them on their quest. New Rogue decided to bestow corn from the farm on the people of Corntown, and Shadow Nemesis went to Buttermilk Biscuits to murder his new nemesis, Gregernant Mahn, but found himself hiding Gregernant inside a biscuit barrel in some kind of ruse, apparently. Can Dell and Tyler get them all back on task? I doubt it.
Dell was trapped inside an owl, managed to murder the owl. With the help of ghosts, she survived a crash where Rumpleforeskin found her after she cooked owl into a delicious snack, at which point they had to escape a fantasy world T-Rex, which Dell distracted with meat and illusions. They are racing back towards the rest of the group, and we cut forwards to our other 3 party members who were outside Corntown, who all went into town with very different missions. Shadow Nemesis determined to go to Buttermilk Biscuits to murder Gregernant Mahn, a gnome that in previous days had ended up fighting Shadow Nemesis because of murders and corpse desecration. So he tried to deal with that. New Rogue is going into town trying to hand out corn like it's Christmas morning. And Tyler is determined to go into town and see if he can, find anything useful for the party in its upcoming quest. Do something. While dealing with Buttermilk Biscuits inside the store and the character Buttermilk Biscuits, Shadow Nemesis got so overwhelmed by biscuit-related events that he failed all of his attempts to murder anyone and is now outside pushing around a cart made of biscuits with a barrel made of biscuits on it, with Gregernant Mahn hiding inside the giant barrel made of biscuits, surrounded by more biscuits, who has been told to come out when Shadow Nemesis yells, "How many biscuits is it?" or something like that. And then Gregernant Mahn will pop out. That's where we left things off. This is Dungeons and Dragons. This is a horror show.
Yay!
Yeah.
Incredible.
Spooky biscuits.
Spooky is definitely the word for all.
Yeah. Those Pillsbury
Unnerving.
pumpkin ones and bat biscuits,
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
All right. Now it's time for us to return to Ravenloft. Shadow Nemesis, you have a biscuit barrel on a biscuit cart. Where are you wheeling this?
Okay, so I kind of wheel it out of the store. Did Gregernant leave his spyglass and his bullhorn outside?
No, he kept them with him.
Oh, he keeps it with him. Okay. All right. Okay, I kind of want to yell into it and just be like, Gregernant, your spyglass and bullhorn are clanging around. You're going to ruin the surprise.
Can you roll me persuasion at disadvantage?
Disadvantage. All right.
Yeah, because he can hear they're not doing that.
Wait, let me see if this is a 6 or a 9. It's okay, it's a 9.
Do you add a modifier to that, or is it just a 9?
If it's persuasion, that's persuasion. Oh, that's plus 3.
Yeah,
that means I'm so used to zeros. That's 12. 12.
Okay. Yeah, he rolled a 17 though, so he's like, yeah, I don't know about this. It's not making sense. Listen, I think you like the spyglass you saw. You won't take the stuff. That I'm not letting you rob me. Now, are we doing a biscuit thing or what? I'm gonna give you a minute, and then if we ain't going off on biscuits, I'm getting out of this fucking barrel.
Okay. Look, I honestly thought I heard the thing, but can you do it for the town? It's going to be a real big thing.
You got a minute. Just get me where we got to go. And you feel a weight in your free hand as you look down, Shadow Nemesis, and you see that you are holding an axe. Just a black-bladed, heavy. It's sharp, so sharp you can practically feel it cutting the air. There's a red gem on the end of it.
Ooh.
And it just feels right. It just feels right for you. And you can see along the handle, in between your fingers, they're just skulls and just screaming rage faces and other axes and little gemstones of blood.
Ooh, hey, neat, I say. Okay, well, look, if I'm going to take this guy out, I'm not going to start smashing him with an axe, because that's just going to be like very noticeable. I'm going to take out my necklace again and just be like, oh, Gregernant, you're kind of popping out there for a sec. Let me just adjust you. And I want to just put my hands in until I feel him, and then just like touch the amulet to him like repeatedly.
So you want to kill him with the amulet, but you don't want to waste a charge of the amulet. You're going to just tag him to death.
I think this is a question I want to ask. So the amulet has two powers, basically. It's like I can blast people 6 times and send them to hell, or if they're good people, they can just get really, really hurt by touching the amulet, right?
Yeah, Yes, I don't think the game intended it as something you could run around swinging on a chain and just slapping people with, but that's where we ended up.
I mean, yeah, but if I just if it's
listen, I can't argue with you. That is completely accurate. That's the game's fault for not thinking of this.
Because I could just run up and touch people with it, I guess.
Yes, you are looking at a legal way to use this. Are you seeing this as a melee attack? Like, are you holding it in your hand to like tag him with it, or do you have the chain and you're just swinging it around in there?
Oh no, I would like keep it in my hand, and then just try to smack him in the face with it. Like reach my hand in the barrel. And all right, hold on, buddy. And then
I don't even think I can argue this is a roll. He's not resisting it, and he doesn't know what that is. Let me roll a perception for him. Can you roll me a stealth? Because I think can you hide the fact that this is clearly a malicious assault? The man in the biscuit barrel.
Okay. There was a lot of kind of Shadow Nemesis Supreme fanfare when you acquired this amulet. And so I am hoping that each touch of the amulet is accompanied just by just like a horrible, awful din of evil.
Do I get advantage for touching him in the barrel?
It is going to be.
No, I would say this isn't for the touch. This is, can you sneak the touch up on him, because he's already suspicious, which is why it's stealth. So no, you don't have advantage because you told him his outfit was clanging when it wasn't, and he's already suspicious of you.
This guy, like Christ. All right. Well, I rolled a total of 4, so.
Why won't you die?
And the weirdest guy around him. I do not blame him at all for thinking you are up to something. And this has been the most. Sorry, please.
You open the barrel to reach in with this amulet, and he sees it and goes, "That ain't right. You're trying to kill me." And he's going to try to fight his way out of the barrel. Can you roll me? I would say in athletics, if you want to try to wrestle him and tag him, or a melee attack to just slap him with it as he tries to crawl out of this barrel.
Yeah, so if he's being like, "Well, hey, I'm being attacked," I want to plug his mouth with the amulet and just tag him that way.
Roll me in athletics. We're gonna do competing athletics. This is a wrestle. Can he wrestle his way out of this thing, or can you jam this into his mouth?
I just want this guy to pay for
such a simple ask. You ask so precious little. You go about it in the most fucked up way I've ever seen anyone ever try to do.
It's one murder.
It is a total of 16.
That is a 19. You try to wrestle your way in, and he boots you back with one foot, and the old man climbs out of the barrel yelling, "They're bad. He's trying to kill me. We got to arrest. Ring the bells. We're under attack."
No, I'm going to get on the... Okay.
We're going to travel back in time.
No.
Because now we know what will eventually happen in several other people's scenes.
God.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Tyler, you are going into town to try to figure out the things that you need. You had talked about potions as a possible interest. You had talked about the blacksmithy. You know that there could be various potions and libations available at the tavern where Nicholas Philip Church is running. There is also the blacksmithy, which you know exists at this point. It's Hardin the Robbins blacksmithy. Can you roll me either a perception or investigation to kind of look through town and try to spot any other particular vendor you might be looking for?
Perception or investigation? I'm going to say perception, just because I think it's just from like doing a scan. I think it's not, I'm not trying to do like again, I said we'll meet back in 15 minutes. So, I don't want to spend a lot of time on random bullshit. I want to get in and get out. So that's, I said perception, which is +4 for a total of 23.
23. You spot that there is a small stall between two buildings, almost set up in an alleyway. You, at first glance, you might have looked at it and thought like, oh, this is another kind of like trash alley and maybe somebody's got a hovel in the back of it. But you have your experience with trash alleys and people who live in trash. This is clearly a choice. It seems too conveniently laid out. It's almost like it's trying to keep good people away. So if you were looking for a shady apothecary, your guess is that's the place to probably get illicit stuff.
Illicit. Interesting. This is not what I expected from what I've seen, of Corntown in my time there. I've seen a village kind of, band together. Even these folks, the you would say the chaff of whatever kind of conscription took place to have people go off and fight a war. These people who remained killed Shadow Nemesis twice. It would be crazy to try and fight them a third time. But anyway, but this is someone who appears to be trying to like hide from everyone, sort of like an individualistic kind of vibe from what I've seen of like a town of like unified defense and things like that. So yeah, I'm intrigued. I'll go take a closer look.
Great. So you start making your way down the alley. Are you just kind of wandering through, trying to take a look, trying to appear harmless? Or are you just walking up to this kind of small shack-like structure? What's your approach?
Trying to look harmless. I don't know if I'm capable of doing that right now, being green-skinned with horns and a giant sword on my back. I think I'm just going to walk in as confidently and purposefully as possible. If I've spotted that there is some kind of business here, I'm here to do business.
Great. You walk your way up to the shack. You can kind of step around the piles of garbage. You can tell that it's a little bit performative because there's no bad smell. There's nothing here that would actually make it uncomfortable for someone to or something to spend time in this alley in a traditional sense. Mm-hmm. And the shack that you were looking in front of you have to duck to go down into it. It's a little shorter than you are. It's probably a 5.5 feet tall, you would guess, from the ground.
These things get in the way now, yeah. These horns.
Yeah, the horns, you're on the taller side. And there are strings of bones and other little knickknacks kind of dangling down to make almost a spookier version of if you were looking at like beaded, the kind of the string bead doorways of the 1970s. Sure. And as you step inside, you see that there are just countless tiny little boxes all over the walls on the inside of this, almost like birdhouse sized or smaller. You can see different kind of shimmering colors or other things inside several of them. You're not sure exactly the layout. There's no clear order. And then you see a small blur out of the corner of your eye. Can you roll me another perception?
14.
14. You spot what looks like a 1 foot tall, at most, blue-skinned being. Vaguely humanoid in shape with long swept back ears and green hair that instead of going straight up like a troll doll is almost slicked back to the skull and extends to a point behind it. This figure is dressed in kind of auburn reddish leather that fits, but it is moving so fast. You're seeing it dart around, clearly thinking it's not being spotted, taking you in as it blurs between individual points to other shadowed places inside here. At night, you don't think you would have spotted it, but because there is some daylight cutting in through kind of the curtains spread by your larger form, you realize that this being is there at ground level.
Okay. I'm going to try and track it by like moving my head to try to keep my eye on it, and B, let it know that I see it. I'm just going to wrap my knuckles on the door frame and say, oh, sorry. Are you open for business? I can come back if not.
I could be. And this being just bounces off of a collection of these different small containers of things up to be at head height and looks at you and just says, what do you need? What do you need? Hey. And as he says, hey, he's shifting 6 inches in a bunch of directions.
Yeah.
It's clear there's a certain amount of a hummingbird quality to this being of needing to move fast.
Okay. And I'll say, hey, realizing that this is not going to go anywhere if we keep saying hi to each other.
Did they say you to me specifically?
No one sent me. I just spotted your business here and thought that was an interesting way to market yourself as, a place people don't want to go to. So I don't know what you sell, but I'm interested in learning more.
I sell whatever you need, whatever could be stolen. The name is Willie, Billy, Nilly. Took that name for 3 different people. What do you need?
Wow, you must be a pretty good thief. You even stole names.
Yep. Quicklings are the best. We're the best. So fast.
You're a quickling. Oh, cool. I've never met a quickling.
You have now. Unless I take your memory. Haha.
Oh, geez, yeah. Maybe I have met one already, and you've got our first encounter stored in here somewhere.
Cool. Okay.
I just want to make sure it's Willie, Billy, Nilly. Did I get that right?
Yep.
Thanks, Willie, Billy, Nilly. Interesting. Stolen goods, huh? That's cool. I didn't know there was a place like that here. What do you take for payment? I don't have any money, but I have some things to trade, or maybe if you need something done, I could perform a small service of some kind.
I overheard from around town that I overheard you are going to cause problems for the Gravewalker.
Yeah, that's the general.
Take whatever you want. Let's do this.
Wow. Okay. Well, let me take a look then. What do you recommend if I'm going up against the Gravewalker? What do you think I should take with me here?
There's not a lot. I'll give you the good stuff. I'll give you the good stuff. Can you roll me either an investigation or a religion?
Interesting. Can I ask why religion before I decide if I'm going to do investigation or religion?
This is for the quality of stuff that could be available inside this store, what's been stolen and what is available. Because the Gravewalker is traditionally evil. The best and most useful stuff might be religious in some way. So I'm letting you either lean to religion or investigation.
Interesting.
As kind of your stat of choice. If you want something slightly less religious or something slightly more religious.
I'm going to roll, my religion is higher, but I'm going to roll investigation because I don't know if it would occur to me. Also, I rolled a fucking 2, so it doesn't matter. So that's a total of 6 investigation.
Yeah. If you were anyone else, I would just take gold. I'd already have taken stuff out of your pockets. I'd already have done it. You wouldn't even know.
Right. I
have water that I tell people is holy water. That won't help you unless you got somebody who can bless it. But I don't even know if that'll work because some clerics can't do it. I could give you information.
Information's great. Thank you. What do you got?
Okay, so both every ha is just jumping between boxes again around you. It's incredibly unsettling. You realize locals probably would not want to go here unless they had something they really needed.
I'm gonna hurt my neck keeping this up, trying to track him just by moving my head, jerking it around.
So both sides of the war, both sides of the big battle, both sides, they both lost a thing, and it was taken by the other side, and then it was taken away. I don't know where. Nobody knows where, but it was taken. There was a talisman from the Gravewalker that took a little walk. We don't know where. And then from the other side there was a sunblade. It's called the sunblade. It's a sword. It lights up and uses the power of the sun. It's very good against the undead. It was from the prince's army, and it's gone too. Nobody knows where. Taken by the other side. Big old question.
Wow, very interesting. You described the sunblade. Can you tell me anything more about the talisman? My friends and I have come across one, and I wonder if it's
what? Come across? Where?
I don't have it. Sorry, but
I can't touch it, but I'll steal it. You tell me where, we'll steal it, and we'll make sure it never gets found again.
Okay. Yeah, no, we found that. But you said then that the prince took that from the Grave Walker?
Yeah. The prince's agents. Yeah.
Huh.
Gave it to a cleric on a unicorn who escaped, and then a Grave Walker sent trolls after them, try to find the trolls. Don't know if they got found. Hoping that cleric's safe.
I don't think the cleric made it, but we got the talisman back, which is good.
Okay. You got to take far away. Don't let anybody have it. If evil people have it, so bad.
Yeah, we kind of got a sense of that. That's great information. Thanks a lot, Willy Billy Nilly. Look, that one was on the house from you to help us out here. Is there anything more I can get from you? That I'm happy to trade. I've got some gear here. I can cast some spells.
Honestly, everything else in here, you're trying to help. If you look here, scamp, and he's pointing at all the lights. He's like, you spin the gem. It's just there's holes in the walls. The holes in the wall make the gem look colorful. It's all bullshit. I just people come in and I steal their shit. I'm not robbing you.
I believe you. Okay.
Good.
Well,
Next time, if you meet other quicklings, don't believe them.
Got it. Okay. Other quicklings, don't believe them. Okay.
Yeah. I could say I'm not robbing you. It'd be robbing you. I'm just actually not.
Right.
Billy, Nilly, I'm here to help.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Willy Billy Nilly. You have yourself a good day. I'm gonna be on my way now. Thanks a lot for the information.
No problem. Good luck.
Thanks. And I will walk out. And after I've walked back kind of out of the alley into the light of the town square and into the kind of a public area, gonna do a quick pat down of just there's too many layers of don't trust a quickling. I'm a quickling you can trust. You can trust me when I say don't trust a quickling. I just want to pat everything down, make sure I've got what I've got.
Yep, you have everything you would expect, but when you open your bag of holding to check inside it, you do see a small note that says, "Good job, Willy Billy Nilly."
Wow. Oh, okay. Then I'll close the thing up.
That's when you hear the cries of Gregernant Mahn stumbling away from a biscuit barrel, yelling that he is being attacked, and you turn to see Shadow Nemesis swinging the talisman of ultimate evil as a tagging flail. Take a quick commercial break right there.
Great.
New rogue. You are riding into town with 6 ears of corn you are determined to distribute among the people to spread goodwill and cheer. How do you want to do this?
Well, I've decided maybe I should give this to people that are most in need. It's good to do good deeds, right? And who knows, maybe it'll rub off on this little selfish goat right underneath me. Hey, little buddy. So, I'm just going to be hello, anybody hungry for corn who's disadvantaged or comes from a poor background?
Disadvantaged.
Hello.
So
And I'm
you're
just
wandering into town yelling for the poor to identify themselves. Can
Yes.
you roll me a persuasion?
This is a philanthropist.
Yeah. This is a 12.
12. No one is coming out. Can you roll me a perception?
Oh. Okay. That's weird. Well, that's bad. That's a 7.
Oh.
7. You are wandering through town, not seeing much. No one's coming out as you yell about corn and wanting to help the underprivileged. And Jack Magnum looks up at you and goes,
No, because the disadvantaged don't have access to as much corn as they need, so they might be suffering from malnutrition because of lack of corn. Yeah, okay, but you're not that disadvantaged, but I'll still give you some corn here, buddy. And I snap one of them in half. It's like, now you just take a little nibble on this, okay, buddy?
can you roll me an animal handling?
Oh, right. Okay. Well,
You rolled good on it. You can't blame the tower.
I can't believe the tower Adam made for you.
It's a 6.
All right, you offer that small piece of corn out, at which point Jack Magnum leans forward into your bag, grabs a full head of corn, and just takes off. He's just got a full cob of corn in his mouth, and he's sprinting around behind the tavern.
Oh, Jack Magnum, no! Come back here! Jack Magnum! I'm going to stand here, and you're going to come back. I'm going to count to, I think 10 is a good amount of time, but maybe that's too long. I'm going to split the difference. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2.5. This should work. 1.
Can you roll me an animal handling?
Release.
Oh. Oh, well, there it is. 19.
Nice. Very nice.
Jack Magnum steps back out from around the corner, and he walks back up to you and drops a half-eaten cob of corn at your feet. He goes,
Yeah, that's because you ate it too fast. That's how tummy aches happen, buddy. Well, I'm glad you're sorry. You're being a lot nicer, you know, now that Westra isn't around. Is it because you're just so darn jealous, buddy? You just hate the asshole? That's not nice. She's not an ass. Okay, yes, but I scared her. That's why she bit me, all right? It wasn't her fault. No, she likes me and she likes you, all right? So now why don't we be nice, likable people and distribute this corn to the poor masses of Corntown, all right? I think they need it, pal. And then, who knows, we do it because we are holy creatures ordained by the great and benevolent Ezra. That's why we do it.
Are we doing it because it's good? Says the doctor deputy who appears behind you. Yeah, everybody forgot I was here, so I didn't get orders. But now I figure you're doing good. I'm supposed to do good.
Oh, very, very good. Yes. Well, then,
right.
You help me. You give some corn out. I'm going to give you one thing of corn. Now you try and find the poorest person here in Corntown. All right.
So I should go. How many people do I talk to before I decide who's the poorest? Like, if I talk to 3 people, you think just like the poorest of 3, or do I have to see everybody? Or we could go ask Nicholas and be like, "Who's the poorest person in town? Who's got the least?
No,
Who's
that might
the
be
worst
a rude
person here." Then we can go bring them stuff, and we know they're the worst. It's like a nice thing with the mean thing in it. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm trying to be good, but this sounds like it would feel good too.
Yeah, maybe now that I'm hearing it out loud, maybe it's rude to ask who's poor. So maybe just
tell them. We should go up and be like, "You look poor. Take this corn." Squeam.
No, maybe
with the
just
religion. Are you poor? Have corn.
Tell you what. How about you just find a poor, and you give them corn, and you don't tell them.
Okay. So if I know they're poor, then I give them corn, but I don't tell them it's because they're poor.
Exactly. You say, "Here you go, my child."
I call it my child.
Well, I mean, we're all children under the
wait, I'm
glorious...
a child?
I mean, to Ezra, we are all his children because Ezra is the god of life, and I refuse to be told otherwise. And so, yes. So,
hello, my son. Here is corn because you deserve a bounty. Was that good?
Very good. That was wonderful. Oh my God.
All right, I'm gonna go feed that guy passed out in that alley, and he points to just behind you where you had not looked, and there is a man asleep in an alley, and he just goes to give corn.
Oh, my little man's growing up.
And you see him check the guy's pockets to see if there's gold.
Hey, no, come back here. Stop that.
That's it. I'm doing my job.
No, you don't.
The bag of gold, and you see him take 5 gold out.
No.
Put the wallet back.
Hey, what are you doing?
Wake
You
up,
put that
sir.
back.
Wake up. You need corn. Did you know that Ezra cares for people who need corn? This corn is for you. Okay. Yeah, you did a good job. You're my son now. We're a family. You're corn. I love you, and so does religion. Goodbye.
And I am, while he is doing this, I can't touch the bastard. Well, I was trying to slip my hand in, so I've already automatically been trying to steal the gold from him.
So to be clear, you are trying to slip your hand into the Dr. Deputy's pocket?
Exactly, where he stashed the gold.
Yep. Can you roll me a sleight of hand?
Okay. That is a 7.
Okay. Can you roll the same damage you would if you had touched him? I need to know the damage that you do.
That's my death touch.
Yep.
Oh God. So that's a D4. Oh no.
It will not be a D4 because you're not actually hitting him. So the D4 and your strength is acknowledged. Like you didn't like punch him or something like that. And there's a little bit of clothing involved.
So just 2 D10s.
Yeah, just roll it out.
Okay.
This thing.
Oh.
All right.
is nuts.
So this won't be a lot, I'm sure. All right. That's a 9. And that's a 10. Oh, my God.
While reaching into his pocket, you realize that like his pocket is very thinly lined. So you burn through his pocket, and then your hand melts into the Dr. Deputy's torso, and he jumps like on, "Oh, fuck, I'm dying! Oh, no, I hate religion!
No, don't give up on religion. I'm so sorry. Here,
I was helping a poor!
You're doing great. I'm so sorry. I'm out of magic. I am going to get. Pluck. I'm going to take out a Tylenol, and I'm going to wrap my hands in my cape. I'm going to then basically. Oh God, I'm going to have to put the Tylenol in my mouth. So I've done that first. I'm holding it in my lips like this. Wrap my hands in my cape. I go down to his belly and basically I push down with my hands to open it so that like it basically makes his mouth go. And then I spit the Tylenol in his mouth.
Jesus Christ. And the mist swirls up around you. Can you roll me a D6?
Fuck. That's a 5.
Yeah, you successfully do that. He goes, that's slightly better, but not actually that much compared to the amount of hurt you did. What the fuck?
I'm so sorry. I was trying to give the poor man who you stole the gold from back his gold because you can't steal. And I didn't mean to touch you, but I touched you and I hurt you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it hurts so much. I just wanted to make him poor so I can help him so that I can do my job good and fast.
No, you can't take shortcuts with being good.
What?
You can't take shortcuts with being good.
Why did I think it was a shortcut? I thought it was efficient.
No, you can't find efficiencies for being good either. All right, you just have to be good. God damn it.
Okay, good like you. Should I go stab him in the stomach?
No. Don't.
No. So what you did wasn't good?
No, what I did to you was not good, and I'm so sorry. And I didn't mean it, and I'm gonna go get some medicine, pal. Okay, because I didn't mean that. I'm gonna get something better because I can't heal you right now. Jack Magnum.
Is it because I'm bad?
No, buddy. I've been using so much of my healing magic. I don't have any more healing magic in me. Please believe me. I want you to be better. I want you to be better, pal.
Okay. If good feels good, this feels bad. Yeah, is there a doctor?
Jack Magnum.
Yeah, Jack Magnum. Just
Jack Magnum. Jack Magnum. Can you throw him on your back? You follow me, pal. We're gonna go to the nearest doctor in Corntown. Okay, Jack Magnum.
Can you roll me an animal handling?
The doctor deputy asking for a doctor. Wonderful.
So good.
That's a 14.
It's a 14. Jack Magnum looks at you and goes, ah! And he turns and kicks the doctor deputy. Like,
Oh, Christ.
that'll hit. And he will do.
No.
Can't have much left. The poor little
He
guy.
he learned it from you, watching you.
He will do 3 points of damage.
No!
Which means you are looking at the doctor deputy at the very edge of life and death. He is not unconscious. He's like, what? Everything. We shouldn't help the poor.
No!
The poor will just hurt us.
No! That was not the poor. Jack Magnum's just
turned you against me.
No!
Can I? Poor, they took my place.
I'm putting another Tylenol in my mouth and I'm spitting it in your mouth. That's all I can do. So
And that's when you hear screams in the distance as Gregernant Mahn staggers out of a barrel, yelling that he's being attacked, and you, new rogue, see Shadow Nemesis swinging the talisman of ultimate evil like a weapon. We'll take a quick commercial break right there.
Holy shit.
Dell, Rumpleforeskin has not slowed. You have been at a full sprint riding this horse, afraid of threats from any angle, for nearly 3 hours. Corntown. You see the town sign and realize it's called Corntown. You make your way into town. Rumpleforeskin just lays down, so tired as you stand up to see Tyler stepping out of an alley, to see New Rogue leaned over a clearly maimed doctor deputy just as Jack Magnum kicks the little bastard in the head. And then you see conflict and you hear yelling from down the street as Gregernant Mahn stumbles out of a barrel that looks like it's made of biscuits, and you see Shadow Nemesis swinging the talisman of ultimate evil at Gregernant, trying to tag him with it. You have a brief moment to react to this scene before it's all going to go completely nuts. What do you think? What do you feel?
Just turn around, Del. Get out of here.
Yeah, I think.
Going by.
Yeah, I think it's seeing all of this, and I feel like all of my bones have been rattled apart from being on that run for so long that I just shake my head and I just sit down and lean back against Rumpleforeskin on the ground. Like, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to. What the hell, you guys?
Can I get you all to roll me initiative?
20.
Whoa.
Nat 20.
19.
12.
8. Now I just want to run away. Can I just do I need to still roll or I don't want to fight anybody. I just want to get out of here. I guess I gotta roll to run.
Where are you gonna go?
Out the back side of town. Like I'm going to go towards where the haunted church is. Like better than this.
New Rogue, with your nat 20, you are the first to act. You are kneeling over the doctor deputy, having spat Tylenol into his mouth. And you see this fight breaking out in the distance where Shadow Nemesis is trying to hit Gregernant Mahn with the talisman of ultimate evil. It is about 30 feet from where you are. What do you do?
Oh, well, so I clock that, and then I look back, and I see, kind of the life, fading out of our little dude's eyes, and I realize this might be the only bargaining chip to get Adam to stop, possibly, his little dude being harmed. So I'm just trying to kill two birds with one stone. So I take off my cape and I do what I should have done in the first place. And I wrap up without touching Dr. Deputy in my cape. And I try to rush him over to Shadow Nemesis, being like, Shadow Nemesis, help, there's an emergency. You must come and help. That's what I do.
Okay.
I don't need to do any rolls to like wrap him up, right? Like I can just wrap him up like a baby.
You successfully do all of that, but can you roll me a sleight of hand?
Fuck! That's not good. That is a 7.
7. Okay, you make it halfway to Shadow Nemesis before your hands melt through your cape and the Dr. Deputy falls to the ground. He fails his dex save with a 2.
No!
And he dies.
Melts in half.
The Dr. Deputy hits the ground, and with a splat, his guts just come out of the hole, and he's dead.
Oh my god, like just a big ketchup packet? Oh man. Sorry,
Next,
buddy.
Having also rolled a nat 20 is Gregernant Mahn, who reaches into his pack and pulls out a war pick and says, all right, town guard, we got him strike together. We need to defend this place. You're a dead man. And he's going to swing his war pick at you, Shadow Nemesis.
Jeez.
He's going to miss. So he misses altogether, but he's trying really hard. Jack Magnum doesn't do anything. He's just watching. Del, you are next in the initiative order. You have watched New Rogue try to calm Shadow Nemesis down and drop and kill Dr. Deputy. You have seen the elderly gnome is now engaged in physical combat with Shadow Nemesis. You are sitting, leaning against Rumpleforeskin, who is also laying down completely exhausted.
Yeah, I'm just laying down. I kind of just nudge myself up on my elbows a little bit, and I see this spattered Dr. Deputy. And I'm just, hey, Dr. Deputy, your real boss is back. Get up, come over here, hang out with us. And I cast Healing Word on Dr. Deputy. And it's 7 HP if it works. I don't know if it will.
Because it is the same round, I will say that it does work. You see the guts that are on the outside of him stay on the outside, but his side heals shut below you. New Road. And you see Dr. Deputy breathe once again.
Yep.
I missed you, boss! He yells, staggering to his feet. Is there anything else you want to do, Del? Or are you good just laying where you are?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just gonna lay my head right next to Rumpleforeskin's head so we can have like side whispers. Like, should we have just not come back? Maybe.
It's better than a T-Rex, I think.
Oh yeah, that's good. But yeah, that could have just been. This is better than dead. Tired is better than dead.
Yeah. I mean, so we gotta do something about this guy.
Yeah. Not now, though.
No. Tyler, you were seeing all of this happen. The Dr. Deputy has been dropped. Del yells something and reheals him. Del's back. She appeared at the end of the street and has collapsed in exhaustion. What are you doing?
Yeah,
what do you do now?
If I do indeed clock that's something, just Del?
Hey.
Great. And then just seeing that this is about to like completely go off, I'm going to use my final blade song. So just go to my trauma place, the alley walls, and my mentally just spring up from the ground. I'm in a town, so I see them kind of come from the alleys and things like that, these walls closing around me to create a path of least resistance to get over to Shadow Nemesis. I am going to, if I may, grab my, not my sword, but actually, I guess we never really talked about where it was, I don't think, but I'm assuming it's in the bag of holding because it's never really been on my person. But I want to pull out the target shield. And equip that, basically have just a shield out, and try to interpose myself between Shadow Nemesis and Gregernant Mahn, if I can get there in one turn.
I would say because you're looking to interpose yourself and not make an attack, if you were to do like a dash, yes, you're there, you're in between the two of them. Gregernant will let it happen. Like he's fighting, but he's not suicidal.
Yeah, and so equipping the shield, that's okay as like a bonus action thing or something like that
absolutely.
instead. Super, thank you very much. Then yeah, it is just shield up. I know it. I don't think I ever cast Identify on it, but I have a sense of like stuff gets kind of attracted to me when I'm wielding it. So hopefully that'll help me take some of the heat off of Shadow Nemesis here. But over my shoulder, I just say to him like, "Get the fuck out of town."
You say this to Shadow Nemesis or
Shadow
to
Nemesis? Shadow Nemesis. I say, "Get the fuck out of here."
That's the idea.
Yep. Dr. Deputy on his turn just runs over to Dell.
Yeah.
It's so much better to have you back. You're the best boss. I don't die when you're the boss. Everybody else gets me fucking killed.
Yeah, we're just gonna do a little sit for right now. No more dying.
That sounds great. He
Yeah.
sits down next to you and goes, I hate the poor.
Wow. So it's the poor now instead of different people?
I still don't like different people.
Shh, no more talking. No more talking. Shh.
Okay, quiet on the street.
Cool.
The boss wants quiet. Shut up.
You
Stop
too.
fighting.
You too. I say touch his face.
He goes quiet. Shadow Nemesis.
Yeah, I had the amulet in my hand, so I put it back in my armor, and I see Tyler blocking Gregernant, and I'm just like, thanks, buddy. I'll meet you down the way, so we can I can show you a plan that I have to make our way to this haunted church. Away, Death Stalker! I say, and I jump on and I like ride as fast as I can towards the back end of town to take like that path that we had taken before.
Back into the forest?
Well, there was one path that like went down.
There's the path down to the forest, or there's the path out of town towards where you've gone before, but that's where Dell is. So you're running past New Rogue, past Dr. Deputy, past Dell. You're just going to ride back out of town.
Oh no, I want to go the opposite. Wherever the path we took to go, like when the team went to go to check out where the army was originally, I want to go take that way out of town.
Yep. So you're riding past your friends. Is there anything you say to New Rogue as you ride past him?
Yeah, my bad. Sorry. And I just book it as fast as
You book it past him. Is there anything you say to Dell, the Dr. Deputy, and Rumpleforeskin where they are laying and sitting on the ground?
Oh, hey, Dell. Hey, sorry. Bye. And I just
Bye.
go.
And you ride out of town towards a place where you apparently have a plan, leaving all of the consequences behind for everyone else. And that'll be the end of our episode.
Oh, hey.
Yay.
That's the end of this episode, listener, but next week you could become a watcher and affect the Jesters' adventures by joining our Twitch stream, which happens every Wednesday night. If you join our Twitch chat, you can give the cast magical items, name NPCs, and decide the events that shape Ravenloft. So catch up on the story, follow Dum Dum Dice on Twitch, and join our weekly stream right away. Jesters of Ravenloft features the voices of players Tyler Hewitt, Del Borovic, Guy Bradford, and Adam McNamara, alongside Dungeon Master Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Jesters of Ravenloft's artwork was created by Del Borovic at delborovic.com. That's DELBOROVIC. Our theme song is Dark Mysterious Halloween Night by Sound Gallery by Dimitri Taras. And our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, Jahzzar, whose music is available at freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum-Dums and Dice, including merchandise and how to join our Patreon, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. That's DUMBDUMBDICE. Now get out of here before the mist gets you too!
Dum-Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time: Christopher Little, George Dolby, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Logan, Fire Unfriendly, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Stabby Stranger, Glitch Trick, Flynn1138, Alarain Okapi, Schrodinger's Pepper, Madre de Gatos, Lady Maiden, Mithrian, Garbo Ape, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marine, Dagger Rain, Rob L, Dia De Los Hoodless, Squishy Werewolf, Remy Funky Head, Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky, Lael, Shulzari, The Long Family, Jordan Oliver, Richard Wright, Brittany Fenwick, Alex Parr, Dragonfly, The Body Barrelers, Megan Werner, A Man Out of Time, Curtis at FingerTechRobotics.com, Panda24NN, Shendra D, Your Homeboy Bones, The Gata Family, Ellis Hatch, Odigenous, Beef Not Cheese, Kai Koa, Squire Solaire, Sandy Sassy Pants, Adam, Amira Lockhart, James Molina, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumdumdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.